Today, Precarious plays
Fire Emblem!
Oh, by my stars and stripes, look at us playing the game without any loss or tragedy. Here. Without any unfortunate mistakes. Nothing bad happened. Nothing at all.
Certainly not glaring into the microphone.
Just picks up sound. That's all.
I feel like you can hear this.
Do you think that's how the first, do you think that's how the first anime, like, blah noise was recorded? Someone just glared at the mic.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, have old Matt Hugh talk to Guy. No, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm sorry, I'm being overly cautious. Hey Dorcas, nice to see you. Up and about, buddy. With both of your legs still attached.
Totally unsurprisingly.
Hog.
Steal!
Steal Guy! Put the whole thing into your cloak.
I'm gonna steal him!
Steal that guy. You are talking. Yes, select a unit with... select which unit to speak to.
If you would... Hold on, I know you! Isn't your name Guy?
Is that you, Matthew?
What
Sorry.
a pleasant surprise! How's your sword work coming?
You are aware this isn't the best place to be catching up, aren't you? You and I, we're on opposite sides here.
What? Are you saying you're going to fight me?
Well, yeah. I'm much improved. You can't beat me.
You're quite a terror, Guy. Well then. Hold on. I think I'd prefer it if you repaid me what you owe me.
Huh?
Last time I saw you, I gave you food. If I remember correctly, you said you owed me your life.
I only said that because you said you'd feed me if I did. I hadn't eaten in 10 days, and you were cooking meat. This isn't fair.
The people of Sakai never lie, isn't that right, Guy?
Fine. I finally find work, and now I have to throw it away. This is all your fault. Next time, just let me starve.
Yeah, my fault.
And the most important thing is that Guy comes with a killing edge, which is gonna go to Lindis one day. Because I love Guy. He's one of my favorite characters. He's a cool guy. Yeah, he can just go sit in the corner. But the problem with him is that he wields a sword. You know who else wields a sword?
Everybody.
Linda. I was gonna list them by name, but yours is better. By the end of the game, almost, basically everybody we're gonna be using except for Lucius and Rebecca and Dart. I'm pretty sure, no joke, like 70% of our final group uses a sword, has the ability to use a sword. Hector and Florina, I believe, I know Florina does. I'm not sure about Hector. He's severely wounded. I don't know if that's... I don't know if they can deal significant damage to him, but that was hasty. So you know how Fire Emblem gives you 1 million fucking people on your team, eventually, if you actually bother to catch them all?
Catch them all.
Yeah, you get that one now, don't you? Because of the Pokemon
Oh
Go.
my god, I've gotten that one forever.
No,
okay.
no, look, there's recognizing and then there's feeling it. You have participated in...
Catching many of them, yes.
Yeah, in catching, in the quest to catch them all.
Yeah.
The unit limit, I believe, in this game, gets pretty high. I believe that technically, I think you can bring like 14 units into the final map with an additional 2 that have to come with you? I think that's it. And we cut it down to 10. So that way we would actually have an easier time with the game. Because I think having a smaller number of units, it means you can have a smaller number of better equipped, more experienced units. And I think that the game knows. I think that Fire Emblem understands that even though they give you like a... Seriously, no hyperbole, I think they give you nearly 36 units to choose from by the end of the game.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 to 40, I believe. Like I'm trying to quickly imagine like a wall of faces, and it's pretty big. And even assuming that you were playing the game in a way where you were, like resetting because somebody dies. I don't know, maybe like Dorcas, for example.
No,
no one would ever.
No.
Why would anyone reset for Dorcas? It was a really lame Dorcas. It was, my voice is going, the evening.
For the evening.
They give you a large number of units. But I think they give you a hint right at the start of the game as to how many you should actually be using. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And that includes casualties and stuff. You'll still wind up with a large number of people, I would imagine. They talk about the 8 heroes at the beginning of the game. Or, no, I'm sorry, during the beginning of Elliewood's portion of the game.
Yeah.
Make sure you give Rebecca, Elliewood, and Hector a once-over to see who needs the experience the most. They talk about the 8 heroes. I went back and I watched the footage. And Bale, if you can put the quick analysis I did, or you can do one your own dang self if you think you can do it better. They either explicitly state a class or they hint at one. So whoever I think founded the Knights of Ilia, they call them a knight, but they also mention that Ilia is the land of the Pegasus Knights, so it's sort of ambiguous as to whether they are a knight like Osman or a Pegasus Knight like Florina, or maybe even a Cavalier, because those I think are called social knights in Japan. So that could just be a translation weirdness, you know? The hero from that land could be like one of, no joke, like 6 classes after promotions are factored in. 8. 8 is the number that in the mythical, in the time of lore, the time of yore, I guess, days long past, 8 was the number of heroes you needed to save the world.
Got it.
We're going with 10. But maybe that's just because the stakes have been raised since that time. And I just wonder, if that was on purpose. I wonder if a designer looked at it and wanted to give someone a hint. Wanted to say 8 is a number that will make sure that everybody has fucking a brave weapon, and a weird cool slayer weapon, and a silver weapon, and a fucking legendary weapon. Everybody's gonna have the coolest stuff. Everybody's gonna have elixirs. It doesn't matter that you only get one Shield of Delphi or whatever it's called in this game, the shield that gets rid of the vulnerability flyers have from projectiles. It doesn't matter that you don't get very many of those, because you're only gonna have one flyer. It's gonna be Florina, or maybe Harkin. I think Harkin. Is Harkin his name? Vale, can you fact check that? The cool Wyvern Knight. He's neat.
Mm-hmm.
He's a nice guy. Yeah, but I think, thinking about it now, I don't think I actually got around to my point. Bale, if you could put up the analysis of the classes, if you didn't already. Did I make that clear before? It's getting pretty late. Pretty late in the evening to be firing and embleming. Having trouble doing basic math right now.
Ooh.
The problem is that I've grown so accustomed to quickly adding 10 to figure out if we've met our arbitrary quota.
Oh yeah, and now it's like 15.
Yeah, now I have to add 5 and 10. Come on. Jeez. Might as well just lose my other arm. It'd be easier.
No, you'd have one less thing to count on. Bad plan. You like what, 2 ears, 4 eyes, and nose. I mean, I guess that's 5. No, it's not. Just in case anyone did actually count.
Did you? Yeah. I see I'm not the only one that's struggling with all of the firing and embleming.
Oh my gosh, it
Embleming.
must be 11 o'clock in the morning. That's early, right? Or late? It's not.
11
Either.
o'clock is the weirdest time because it always feels like it could be too early or too late. Nothing important happens at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear that TED Talk about 4 in the morning?
No.
It's interesting. There's like this poet who likes 4 in the morning because it shows up in pop culture so often as like this weird and devilish hour, and people have all kinds of weird preconceptions about the time, and it's, you know, the worst time of night, the quietest time of night, the latest part of night that's not early yet. It's worth watching. You know, if you're a nerd. Like me.
Had a professor in college. The dean was a dean, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, we took a class from him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but if I include you in the story and speak for you, it felt weird. So don't sass me.
Sass off.
You know, I'm telling a story.
Sass on. Sass off. It's
Sass
off
on. Dick.
Dickhole. Can't believe you'd say that. Thank God.
I had a professor in college that was talking about his schedule and how the ideal schedule was just get up sometime afternoon, read a paper, drink a thing, like a coffee, I think was supposed to be the implication, I think.
Maybe.
And just, you know, do art till 2 or 3 in the morning and go to sleep.
I think.
You're gonna do stuff. Do you remember it more clearly than that?
Yes.
Okay, do it.
He would get up at roughly 10, read not one but every paper,
Uh-huh.
and also drink something unspecified, so maybe coffee, maybe not. But yeah, I do remember that.
Well, good. I'm glad that your memory is so much fucking better than mine. You never turn the sass back off.
Sass off. Okay. Just, it's great.
We'll see. We'll see how things go here in a second, I'm sure.
Dorky Borkus.
Whoop.
Is dead.
Yeah,
Swore
see?
I'd help you, and now I've broken my oath.
He straight up dies.
Oh, great.
Well, we'll be back in a few.